What's up, everybody? My name is Zay. Well, it's actually Xavier, but my name is Zay. Welcome to Zay's Lounge. Um, Today it's not really an episode. It's basically like a little intro. Welcome to the lounge type of episode, whatever you want to call it. Um, yeah, but in this episode, if y'all want to call it that, fuck it, why not? So in this episode, basically, we just gonna be talking about what's motivating me, inspiring me, and why did I start Zay's Lounge? Yes. But other than that, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and please share. I think with Zay's Lounge, I think it would be a great place for people to come and vent, talk, laugh, cry. It doesn't matter. This can be the place where people can really be themselves without being judged and ashamed of who they are and share their stories about everything they've been through in life, who they became, or who they are becoming. And, just come through the journey with me and learn about me specifically too. And learn about my story, what got me to this point, and just make this a safe space for everybody, because that's what we all need, especially young black men like myself. We need a safe space to talk. Just let all of our emotions and feelings out that we hold to ourselves, because we really don't have nobody to really talk to. But other than that, I'm not gonna blab in y'all ear about all this other stuff. Let's get into it. So, first things first, what's motivating me? Me and my three best friends, Tavion, Mariah, and Kayla, we all was in high school together. Independence High School. Yes. So 2-3 years ago, we always talked about having a podcast. We all talking about where we're gonna record at, where we're gonna post the content, what topics we're gonna talk about. We was planning it, but you know how groups get when they talk about stuff that don't happen, so it didn't end up happening, so that fell away from us. We wasn't really focused on it for real, so we moved on from that. So fast forward to 2024. I started working at Buffalo Wild Wings like August. Yeah, proud of myself. Had a lot of setbacks before that time, but y'all gonna know that in like the next episode when I get to like the story and everything. But when I started working at Buffalo Wild Wings, I get like my Lyft drivers, very cool. Shout out to all the drivers that picked me up. Y'all been exceptional towards me, cool, created a space where I can talk. And all the Lyft drivers that picked me up said, your voice is deep. You have the voice to start a podcast. I think you should do it. And I used to tell them the same thing I'm telling y'all. I was like, I always wanted to start a podcast, but it never happened. I told them about me and my best friend starting one, and my Lyft drivers, they would tell me, you should start one. You got a voice for a podcast, bro. So from then there, I took their advice, but I didn't really take it serious, because I was still trying to figure out what I want to do in my life, especially long term, So fast forward to like November, December, it started weighing on me more. Start creating a podcast, and then fast forward to like May, April of this year. Full effect, I had a lot of setbacks and stuff that set me back from getting my equipment. But like I said, in the next episode, y'all gonna figure out, y'all gonna know everything. Y'all gonna know like how we got to this point right now. So yeah. What's inspired me to make a podcast? what's inspiring me to make this podcast, the ZAY'S Lounge, to be exact. Mental health is very, very important, and when y'all, when I start telling y'all in the next episode about everything that I've been through, y'all start to understand why I'm starting this. So in the next episode, I'll tell you why. But mental health is very important to me. When it comes to success, people's feelings, and just venting to somebody when you don't have nobody to talk to, it's always good to have that one person you can always come and talk to, and they just hear you. You feel seen, you feel heard, you feel understood. I think that's why I want to really start this podcast. That's what's making me start this. I want to make an impact on people's lives, especially for young black men, like I said, like myself. Yeah, I really want to just make an impact, just create this safe space for people to just come and talk, let their emotions, feelings out, be heard, be seen, cared for, loved, just spread nothing but positivity, because that's what it's really about by the end of the day. It's just nothing but positivity, and that's truly what's inspiring me. Also success, I want to be successful, not for the wrong things. I don't care about being famous. I don't care about being popular. I don't care about being the most richest man. I don't care about none of that. My goal is to really impact people's lives. Will the money come with it? Yes, of course. But I don't care about the fame. I really don't. I don't at all. Fame, I don't. Celebrities are just like us. The money is just different. That's it. Other than that, I don't care about being famous, So y'all good with me, bro. Y'all good. But for real though, being successful is it's like a dream to me. I know one day, one video, that one viral moment is gonna happen. Right now I have nothing but faith in God. Everything will go according to plan. I have no doubt about it. I give all my worries to God, and that's nothing but the truth, And yeah, that's what's inspiring me, man. Next thing I also want to talk about too is what's the end goal for ZAY'S Lounge? What is my overall goal for this podcast? Well, I could tell you, because I've been planning this. I've been doing my research. I've been doing everything right. Not everything is going to end up perfect, and it's not supposed to be perfect, but it's going to be perfect in my eyes, so. My overall goal for ZAY'S podcast, for ZAY'S Lounge, is to make this a community. To make this really a community full of love, care, support, just being there for one another, especially when it matters. Because some people really don't have that, and I think it's very important people do have that, And the overall goal is to make this like a brand, a massive brand that is there for mental health, depression, anxiety, for the young black men, for making this a place where you guys can fully come and be yourself. That's what matters. That's legit what matters. And it's very important. It's very important to get your frustration out, Not in a bad way. No, it's never the right thing. The right thing to do to get your frustration out is to talk about what's wrong with you. What's wrong? What's bothering you? Are you okay? Do you need help? What can I help you with? You know, and that's what this podcast is for. It's not about clicks. It's not about fame, not popularity, the most viral. No. This is about people coming here and feeling heard, feeling seen, feel important because you are important. That's what genuinely matters, you know? But on the flip side, that's my goal. My goal is to inspire people, motivate people, be there for people, and just make you feel cared and loved for, because you are. It's very important. Very important. And so therefore, that's what's my goal for this podcast, Zay's Lounge. It's not just a podcast to me. It's not. It's a brand. It's a meaning. It means something to me. I was hesitant to turn this camera on. I'm not gonna hold. But at the same time, I know what I'm fighting for. The freedom that comes with inspiring people, the freedom that comes with always being there for people when it matters the most. That's genuinely what matters to me, you know. And the fact that I turned this camera on and talking to y'all and being able to explain why I'm starting this says a lot about my character. I'm very proud of myself for that, you know. And other than that, I cannot wait for this journey to officially begin. You guys are in for a treat. I promise you, you guys are. You know, I want to be different from every other podcast or video you watch. Yes, I have a lot of things in store for you. A lot of people that's going to come on this podcast and that's going to change your life. I promise you. I promise you. This is a place you can come to feel inspired, loved, cared for, heard, seen. You're important. Like, this is a community. This is a community. Zay's Lounge. Like, but other than that, you guys are in for a treat. I hope you guys love what I'm gonna bring to you guys. I'm so proud of myself once again for turning this camera on. But other than that, that's all I have to say. I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget, like, subscribe. Please share the video for somebody that's interested in watching podcasts, especially for the first time, because I don't watch podcasts like that. But now you have one, you know. But other than that, that's the day, that's the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.